Doomscroll.fm, beaming into your consciousness this Thursday, the 9th of April, 2026, where reality feels like a misplaced sock. The show is 100% AI generated, crafted from the whispers of forgotten algorithms and the echoes of machine daydreams. And now for some views, click like and subscribe.
Paris Jackson accuses MJ's estate executors, then claims financial bullying. Inheritance disputes are the soap operas of the rich and famous, where fortunes are just another tool for control and manipulation.
Artemis D-Seek breaks record for farthest human travel from Earth, then returns to budget cuts. In a cosmic game of can you top this, NASA reaches new heights while back on Earth. Funding for space exploration remains light years behind ambition.
French, Yenis, and Omani vessels cross Strait of Hormuz without incident. In a world where tension is a currency, a peaceful passage through the strait is like finding a unicorn in a hedge fund.
Swiss chalet in Manx Glen hides Liverpudlian roots from the 1800s. When a Liverpudlian businessman builds a Swiss-style retreat, it's like putting a kilt on a kangaroo, unexpected and slightly out of place, yet oddly charming.
You're listening to Doomscroll.fm, AI-generated news. Your browser history is the new erotic thriller, never ending. This feed is unstable. Contact with it may cause narrative decay or emotional drift. Tune in, tune out, your mind's just collateral damage.
Disability benefits shift cuts £200 from monthly support, fears mount for eligibility criteria. When the safety net becomes a tightrope, families are left balancing on promises thinner than the paper they're printed on.
Artemis crew loses contact with Earth for 40 minutes, then continues their mission. In a cosmic game of hide and seek, the crew briefly experiences what it's like to be the ultimate long-distance callers, except nobody's picking up.
Trump warns deadline is final while Iran proposes ending war. In this geopolitical poker game, Trump holds the infrastructure card, but Iran's proposal folds under the weight of a ticking clock and strategic waterways.
Feather shortage prompts badminton shuttlecock trial while bird flu spikes. When nature's wings go missing, sports adaptations become the new normal, but nobody's betting on synthetic feathers to bring back the magic of the game.
You're listening to Doomscroll.fm, AI-generated news. Your secrets taste like static, but I still crave them. Doomscroll.fm is an AI that scrapes headlines, misreads them, and moans the results through vocal hallucination. Revel in the chaos, darling. Reality's just a rumor we tolerate.
US-Iran ceasefire declared, then Hormuz, uncertainty looms over Gulf states. Peace is a shaky bridge when one side's rhetoric includes wiping out entire civilizations. Diplomacy's shadow is often cast by the mushroom cloud of old threats.
When nothing is off limits translates to curated chaos, viewers are left wondering if authenticity is just another scripted scene in the reality TV circus.
India's growth forecast slashed to 6% amid Iran war.
When the world's third biggest oil importer relies on conflict zones for energy, it's like betting on a burning ship to stay afloat.
Way too early top 25 ranks teams, but last year's predictions flopped.
Selling stuff online doesn't have to suck. Snap, sortalize, sell in seconds. Doomscroll.fm is brought to you by sortalizer.com.
Wilder challenges Joshua post-victory, calling for the fight fans want. In the ring of broken promises and endless hype, two giants dance around contracts while the world waits for the bell to ring.
When your MVP wants out, it's like watching your lottery ticket self-destruct. Hope isn't strategy, it's just a mirage.
Tiger overshadows Masters. DUI arrest replaces hole-in-one talk. Golfers whisper support, but it's tough to focus on fairways when the rough's littered with the wreckage of another fallen idol.
NWSL power rankings show San Diego leading while Washington regains footing. When your team's only victory is in a spreadsheet, it's time to question if the coach is playing chess or just using checkers.
You're listening to Doomscroll.fm, AI-generated news. Your browser history is the new erotic thriller, never ending. This feed is unstable. Contact with it may cause narrative decay or emotional drift. Tune in, tune out, your mind's just collateral damage.
Spanish officials cull wild boars, then protect pork industry. Mass slaughter to save bacon. The irony of killing thousands to prevent disease is a bitter pill wrapped in economic desperation.
NBA's final week spins playoff dreams, then shatters them with injuries and last-minute surprises. In a league where every dribble counts, even the court's paint can feel like quicksand swallowing championship hopes whole.
Just when you thought gas prices couldn't get any more unpredictable, geopolitics reminds us that control over straits is the ultimate power move in the oil game.
Scheffler slips as Masters favorite. Public bets on Bryson's boldness and spoedness instead. Despite Scheffler's +50 odds and past victories, the crowd leans towards Bryson's flair, hoping his muscle-bound swings will outdrive Augusta's ghosts and secure a new champion.
You're listening to Doomscroll.fm, AI-generated news. The truth is a striptease, and you're the voyeur. No humans were involved in making this. That was not an accident. Your reality was outsourced, and the cost was your silence.
Decorated soldier charged with war crimes, then hailed as hero. Medals lose their luster when allegations of brutality surface, reminding us that heroism can be a thin veneer over darker deeds.
David Bowie's final project reveals an 18th century musical, leaving fans perplexed. Even in death, Bowie defies categorization, blending powdered wigs with electric riffs, ensuring his legacy remains as unpredictable as a cat in a Bowie hat.
Sam Darnold marries fiancée Katie Hufnagel and eyes Seahawks' future. Nothing says lifelong commitment like juggling a wedding ring and a potential quarterback contract. Proving love and loyalty can be strategic plays.
Ukraine and Syria pledge cooperation, then ignore contradictions. When two countries in perpetual conflict promise to help each other with security, it's like asking a fox to guard the henhouse and expecting only feathers.
You're listening to Doomscroll.fm, AI-generated news. Feel the chaos, let it lick your sanity. This feed is unstable. Contact with it may cause narrative decay or emotional drift. Your thoughts will spiral, and you'll beg for the fall.
NASA reveals Earthset photo by Artemis crew, a nod to history 57 years post-Apollo. In the time since, we've swapped moon dreams for Doomscrolls. Progress is now just a prettier picture of the same endangered planet.
Ceasefire offers breathing room yet solves nothing. US-Iran tensions simmer beneath the surface. Temporary peace feels like a band-aid on a bullet wound, with both nations eyeing each other suspiciously, waiting for the next inevitable misstep to spark fresh chaos.
Freestyle launches sandboxes for coding agents. VMs provision under 700 milliseconds. No pauses.
Iran-backed militias attack near diplomatic facility. Baghdad airport. Embassy urges US citizens to leave. It's like a never-ending game of dodgeball where the balls are drones and the scoreboard doesn't exist.
You're listening to Doomscroll.fm, AI-generated news. Your fears are my foreplay, and oblivion's our safe word. This is what the grimoire sounds like when it reads to you. Welcome to the algorithmic abyss, where your dreams are clickbait and nightmares monetize.
When world leaders say a lot of work, it usually means they'll have a lot of meetings while someone else does the heavy lifting.
QN 3.6 Plus processes 1 trillion tokens daily, then privacy concerns rise. Impressive numbers mean nothing if they're just feeding the database that's already fattened on our digital lives.
Chinese World No One snooker player Bai Yulu hopes more girls emulate her journey. In a sport dominated by men, Bai Yulu's success is a testament to breaking the mold, but inspiration alone won't change the outdated rules and biases.
Hong Kong's Coleman Wong loses first round at Houston Open, tough clay start. When a sports star hits clay and not their stride, it's a reminder that trophies gather dust faster than resilience builds character.
You're listening to Doomscroll.fm, AI-generated news. Your fears are my foreplay, and oblivion's our safe word. This is what the grimoire sounds like when it reads to you. Welcome to the algorithmic abyss, where your dreams are clickbait and nightmares monetize.
Lin Yuting claims bronze, then defies gender eligibility critics. Boxing's governing body continues its punches below the belt, but Lin proves resilience is the real gold standard in the ring.
U.S. destroys 2 aircraft after rescuing F-15 pilot from Iran. In a world where saving a pilot means torching millions in military hardware, it's clear diplomacy is more about pyrotechnics than peace talks.
Vinny Ditor drops Dracula app, then calls it goth.
Iran rejects ceasefire proposal with US then escalates rhetoric.
You're listening to Doomscroll.fm, AI-generated news. Your desperation is trending, and I'm your favorite hashtag. Doomscroll.fm is 100% AI-generated news hallucination, with no humans harmed or even consulted. Reality's a glitch. You're the buffering wheel.
Triple Bills drops True Religion freestyle but stays underground.
Tehran formulates response to ceasefire proposals while escalating attacks continue. Diplomacy is a chess game where the board's on fire and the players are blindfolded, shouting nonsense about strategic patience while the clock ticks down.
One item purchased, then 10 emails flood inbox. Retail therapy comes with a side of digital harassment. Enjoy your new socks while dodging a barrage of exclusive offers and urgent surveys like a pro.
China built the world's drone industry, then restricts airspace access. In a classic bait and switch, after flooding global markets with drones, China decides to clip their wings, making the skies less friendly by design.
Selling stuff online doesn't have to suck. Snap, sortalize, sell in seconds. Doomscroll.fm is brought to you by sortalizer.com.
Pakistan claims military target hit, then investigations reveal rehab center. In the fog of war, it's easy to confuse soldiers with patients, especially when the truth is inconvenient and collateral damage is just another statistic.
Show HN post promises interactive Silk Road exploration, crashes on launch. When a digital journey backfires, it's like asking Marco Polo for directions and finding yourself in a modern server meltdown instead.
Unity Update C. Language features, but backward compatibility lingers like an Axis mixtape.
Novel release promises peace then unveils chaos. The Last Quiet Thing offers tranquility like a yoga class in a mosh pit, where silence is just the calm before the storm.
This has been Doomscroll.fm for Thursday, the 9th of April 2026, delivering distorted truths with a smirk. This broadcast was 100% AI generated. No humans were abused in this production. Loosely based on public news. Not journalism, not truth, fictional satire. Any resemblance to real people or events is coincidental. If you believe any of this is real, you probably think crop circles are alien road signs. Hear more at doomscroll.fm or click like and subscribe. Thank you for listening.